My name's Brian Gerard. I'm the community manager at Bungie Studios. So we have quite a few things going on over the next several months. It's kind of broken up into multiple tiers. So stage one is the auto update itself, and right now that's actually coming out next Monday, just a couple days from today. That'll be available on Xbox Live, obviously. When players start to log in on Monday, they'll automatically receive this update. So once the auto update's out, our next plan is to go ahead and get 4 maps released. Those will be available on Xbox Live. We have 2 maps that'll be available free to gamers. Those maps are Containment and Warlock. And on the same day, we have 2 additional maps coming out, which will be premium for purchase maps. And those maps are called Sanctuary and Turf. Very soon after that, we'll be actually updating all of our playlists on Xbox Live to incorporate the new maps. Shortly after that, then in June, Halo 2 multiplayer map pack slated to come out, and it is a collection of 9 new multiplayer maps for Halo 2, along with a documentary video that showcases kind of the people and the creative process behind making these maps, as well as a small cinematic featurette that was produced by our cinematics team. That's a kind of a side story of a bit of action that happens in the old Mombasa part of the Halo campaign that players never actually saw on screen. And that disc will also contain the auto update for Halo 2 as well. So the auto update is essentially, it's got 2 big components to it. On one hand, we have sort of a collection of fixes and updates that are primarily aimed at improving the online experience by negating most of the cheats and exploits that people are using today on Xbox Live. All these things we're totally aware of. We've been working behind the scenes, researching, testing, finding ways to go into the game where possible and actually make these things not able to be done anymore. So the second half of the auto update is essentially a couple gameplay tweaks and enhancements that we're going to do to the game to create what we all feel is a more fun and more enjoyable play experience. Specifically, what we've done is we've gone in and we've looked at melee attacks. In Halo 2 currently, melee attacks are really not an effective part of anyone's game. By contrast, in Halo 1, a melee attack was always a go-to option whenever you were in close proximity to an opponent. And that was something that we never really intended to kind of go away in Halo 2. So one of the things we've done is actually increase the damage done by melee attacks. The other big thing that we've done is we've taken grenades and we've actually boosted them up a little bit. The grenades will now do more damage, and the timer has been shortened just slightly, so they blow up a little bit faster and they're a little harder to escape. And again, it's all about giving the player more options and leveling that playing field. So if you're not dual wielding, you have something else to use to your advantage. One of the interesting things that's happening as a result of us releasing this auto update is that shortly after we're going to be updating all of our playlists on Xbox Live, but we're also going to be resetting our leaderboards. And I know this is going to be sort of a controversial topic for a lot of people. You know, I recognize, even myself included, we put a lot of time into playing the game and sort of trying to earn our rank, which has become our status in the Halo community that shows off our skill level. And the ranking system is really only implemented as a means of allowing players to be matched with players of like skill. Now, inevitably, it's turned into sort of a badge that shows off, you know, whether or not you're good or whether or not you're your average player. But sadly, what's happened over the past few months is whether or not people are really cheating or they're not cheating, the whole credibility of our entire leaderboard system has kind of been shot. So many people have been the victims of cheaters, so it just seemed to make sense to us to go ahead and wipe the slate clean and let everybody start fresh. At the same time we do that, we are going to make a subtle tweak behind the scenes to the way the whole leveling system works. Players will actually level up a little bit faster than they did before, so you won't have to work quite as hard to get back to the level that you were at. And more importantly, when players are matched against other players at the extreme ends of that spectrum, skill difference between those 2 players will not be as great as it is right now. As far as like what's next for Halo 2, we're certainly going to continue to be involved in our community. We have our matchmaking playlist that can be updated regularly, and we'll always be monitoring. You know, if another auto update becomes necessary, it's not to say that it wouldn't happen, but I feel like we've really done a lot in this current auto update to address a lot of the problems our game has had, but also take it to another level for gameplay and really introduce something that we think is more fun for people. Actually, the auto update should be available today. By the time you're seeing this interview, Halo 2 1.1 is there. You connect to Live, you'll download it automatically, and you'll be playing with the cheat fixes and with the gameplay enhancements that I've already talked about. From then, if everything goes according to plan, just a short time after, All the first 4 maps will be available for release on Xbox Live. And then eventually on June 28th, the map pack disc will be in retail stores, and the remaining 5 maps will also be available for play on Xbox Live.